Hi, this is YC, and today I'm going to show you how to make a nice economical lasagna. And there's expensive lasagnas where I put everything in it, everything from olives to mushrooms and you name it, during the holidays. And then expensive cheeses. But then there's the economical kind you can make during the week for your family. And I would like to show you the budget-friendly one today. Okay, so just bear with me for a second. I'm going to go over this really quick. So work with me. You can do this math. If you know is over of equals percent over 100, you got this. Okay, I always get the big tub of ground beef, as you know. But I only used 40% of it, so that was $5.41. I used half of a yellow onion. Well, 6 in a bag at only $1.29 a bag, that's only 22 cents for each one. I used a half one, it was only 11 cents. Then oven-ready lasagna. Couldn't find it at Aldi. I had to go somewhere else to get it. Shop around for your lasagna noodles. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference. At IJ, they were $2.49. Well, guess what? I paid half that. I paid only $1.28. That's a difference of $1.21. Okay, and then fresh spinach, you can get that at Aldi all the time. And I'm going to use spinach today instead of mushrooms and olives and all that. And that was $1.39. Shredded Parmesan, $1.99 at Aldi. Cottage cheese, $1.59. Mozzarella is $1.69 if you shred your own. If you don't shred your own, you're going to pay $2.49. Just shred your own. Okay, and a large dozen, a dozen eggs is only 78 cents. Well, guess what? I'm only using one, 7 cents. Okay, so 24-ounce pasta sauce. I need 2 of them. They're 85 cents each. That's $1.70. It's not bad for the sauce for your lasagna. And then if you want to get picky and say, oh, spices too, that comes to about 6 cents. So you're talking about a lasagna that's going to cost $15.29. Well, a lot of people think, well, $15.29, I don't want to spend that. But if you're a family of only 2 or 3, you're going to get a couple meals out of this. You could have the other part of it later on in the week or freeze it. It freezes very well. If you're a big family like mine, you're laughing at $15.29. If I made this every night of the week for 7 days, it only comes out to $107.03. Who wouldn't like a $100 grocery bill for a family of 5? Amazing. So, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do, of course, is cook your ground beef. And you know how to cook ground beef. And cook your ground beef with a little bit of salt at first and drain it, of course, and then put in your onions and your garlic. You don't want to put them in all the way and then drain your meat and lose all your flavor. So a lot of people start off a lot of meals with onions and garlic first. On this one, I'm asking you to do the meat first, then the onions and garlic in the pan with the meat after it's been drained. And then this is 1 jar of the meat pasta sauce that I put in it. Okay, now in the bottom of your, I'm going to use a 9x13 today. If you have a larger lasagna pan, that might be even better so it doesn't overspill in your oven. But you're going to you got to spray it, of course, because for cheese and stuff that sticks to the edges. But you want to put in a little bit of sauce in the bottom of your pan. Okay, and you can just take some to spread it around. I'll just go like this, because I didn't grab nothing here. Okay, go like that, and there you go. It's already in the bottom of your pan, okay? And that's just so that it doesn't stick to the bottom, okay? And right away, you can go ahead and, these are oven ready, by the way. I don't always buy that kind. I didn't used to really care for them that much, but I'm getting used to them now. I think I might want to layer it. I don't like just putting 3 across. That really bothers me for some reason. I like to really cover the bottom of my pan. Okay, like that. And then, because I don't have a lasagna pan, and I'm going to buy one, I keep saying that every day, I am going to break a piece of this off. They're not the easiest to break. And put one at the end. You know, you just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Okay, and so for your next part that you want to put on top, follow with me. You are going to mix in a bowl some Parmesan cheese, not all of it because you want to keep some, do some for the layers, but you want to keep some for the top too. So put in most of the bag, you know what I mean? So you have your Parmesan cheese, right? And then go ahead and put the whole entire cottage cheese in. And this cottage cheese, that was $1.59, is 24 ounces. I like how I make a mess, huh? So the amount of ounces of cottage cheese is the same as the ounces in a pasta jar. I just made a mess, didn't I? That's okay. Messes happen in kitchens. Okay. There we go. Thank you. My cameraman has offered to help me here. I don't come very prepared. Okay. Goodness. Okay. I just kind of dumped it in there. Okay, and then of course this is, you put your Parmesan, your cottage cheese. I'm going to shred some mozzarella in it, and you want to put your large egg also in here. Okay. We'll just drop that in that container because I'm throwing it out anyway. And like I said, you know, I use this because if you don't, and don't forget when you get stuff already shredded, it has like starch or something on it that keeps the pieces separated, and you don't want that. Just shred your own cheese. Look at it this way. It's exercise for your arm. Okay. And I'm not going to put all this in that bowl either because, like I said, I want to keep some for the top of my lasagna. And this is really quick. It's really easy meal and economical in my opinion. I'm going to get 6 rectangles out of this meal. Well, I'm going to drop stuff. One for each person on their dinner plate, and then there will be a rectangle left over for my husband to take in his lunch the next day to work. And I'm doing this early in the day, so not only will it take on flavor, but when my youngest gets home from school, you pop it in the oven, and that's it. You are golden. Okay. Guess I should have had this part done. I did have my meat cooked though, and that's a big process too, making sure it gets cooked properly and starts taking on some of the spices. I did put some basil in it, and some thyme, and some garlic powder, and of course the chopped onion. If you have Italian seasoning, that'll work too. Well, whatever kind of spices your family likes. And fresh herbs work too. I just don't always have those on hand, and then that doesn't make it economical anymore either. Okay, I'm trying to get this done here for you. And this mozzarella was 8-ounce brick for $1.69 at Aldi. I'm going to try to make my own mozzarella one day. You can, if you hear a noise, you can hear our the planes are already going in the sky. Okay, this is, let's see. All right, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it without shredding my fingers, right? I mean, it's all going to melt, right? Okay, I think that's good. Now, like I said, I'm going to put most of this in here and just save some for the top. And if you do yours a different way, well, you know, that's fine, and you're welcome to share that. You know, I'm trying to just put this together so you can see how I do it economically, you know. And there's the wonderful thing about lasagna is you can do it a million different ways. It's like pizza. Well, what do you want in it, you know? Do you like green olives as opposed to black olives? Do you hate all olives and rather just put mushrooms? You know, whatever you want to put in it. I know lots of people who put Italian sausage in it. That adds a lot of nice spice to it. Now, having said that, let me say something about, while I'm stirring this, I'm going to tell you, when you put your tomato sauce in your pan with your meat, put a little bit of sugar. And a little bit of sugar, a couple teaspoons, is going to cut down on the acidity that you taste in the tomato sauce, and it makes your spices more pungent. And sugar is the only thing that will heighten and bring out your tomato flavor, and that's what you want, especially if you're going to use tomatoes from your own garden. Okay, so that's pretty good. We got a nice mixture here. And this is cottage cheese. If you're doing a deluxe one around the holidays, you can use ricotta. Aldi ran out of ricotta this time. I actually wanted to get ricotta for you because I was surprised that when they do have ricotta in it, it's really reasonable compared to the other stores. And I was going to get that, but they had run out. Okay. So, I'm going to show you a trick here in a minute, and I'll let you know when we come to that point. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this on. Ooh, I'm already getting warm. Okay. You just dollop it on, you know, like this, and then you spread it out. You know what I mean? There's no, it's not rocket science. I mean, there's no sure way to do it, and everybody can have their own style, you know. Okay, you go like this, and you're not going to believe this, but when I was younger and I took a trip to see a friend, I wanted to bring something nice to see my friend, and my mom helped me make a lasagna back then. And we priced everything, and back then we used to shop at Kroger's. Well, it cost us $14. So, and that was when I was a teenager. So for me, you know, I'm in my 50s now. For me to be 52 and make one for my family of 5, that's only $15 in 2019. You know, that's not that bad. Think about it, you know. Okay. There, we got a layer of that. So now we're going to put, let me get this extra pasta here out of the way. We're going to put some meat sauce on top of this. And I'm just going to sporadically, you know, put it on like this. It's just, you know, just put it on. Okay. Huh. You love the messes that I make? I just fling in stuff everywhere, aren't I? No harm done. Hey, at the end of the day, it's all going to be eaten, right? Okay. Okay, let's see here. You know, and this is where I would put my olives and my my mushrooms and everything, but I'm not going to do that. Not on this layer. I'm not even going to put the spinach on this layer. Okay? Well, maybe I will, because I got so much of it, you know? Oh, goodness, I'm warm. Okay. Now, if I'm doing a salad, you want to, first, don't forget to look for that label that it's been washed already. You want to make sure you look for that. If you don't have that, you need to put it in a colander, wash it yourself. But if I'm doing a salad, I roll all my leaves up and I cut these stems off. I'm not going to do that for this because it's going to cook down so much, you're not even going to know they're there. I'm not kidding. You're just not going to know that they're there. And because I have so much of it, I'm going to go ahead and put it on this layer too. Might as well make it kind of nice if you can, because I've already figured out the price for this whole thing, which isn't much at all. Okay, let's see. you can take out the real green pieces. You say, oh, I don't like that one. You just take it out. Okay, that's good. I mean, you got some green in there. It makes it look nice. Okay, and now you want to put on some more pasta. And this one you don't have to overlap if you don't want. I don't think you do. I got a really weird pan. I might have to. Okay. Because I want to get a layer on here. I was hoping to have some pasta left over at the end, but some people can make 2 small lasagnas out of 1 big box of lasagna noodles, but I usually just get 1 lasagna out of my box of noodles. And like that. There we go again. Sometimes too I alternate where this is over at this end now, but I didn't do that this time. Okay. Let's see if it worked out. It worked out okay. Now, look at that. I'm making a mess. Okay. I just have to do everything when I get done this. Wipe everything down, sweep everything. Okay. Now, this is the part I was talking about. And I wish I had more height to this. I usually use a different one, but I didn't want to use it this time. I'm not going to be able to do it. But let me tell you what I'm talking about right now. What I'm going on about all this, so you don't know what I'm talking about. If you ever see in the magazine pictures where you'll see a gorgeous lasagna all cut, and then there's actually it's defined exactly where the red sauce is, exactly where the white cheese is, and you're like, how did they get it striped so perfect? I'll tell you how. After they get done this layer right here, they stick more of these on top, and then they keep going. But I'm not using my tall pan today, so I'm not going to do that. But if you want yours to look gorgeous like a magazine picture, because you've got company coming or something, put a layer of this cheese off by itself, and then do your layering again. And I did it last time, and I was like, well, that's how they do it. I was trying to figure out all this. I said, how come I never see, mine's never nicely striped? That's why. Okay. You know, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this bowl on. Because, like I said, I'm not using my deep pan today. If I was doing a deluxe holiday one, I would. You know what I mean? I don't mean to show you the bottom of the bowl here. Let's see. And we're just going to spread this out as best we can to get it over on all the layers, you know. There's no surefire way to do this. You just have to work with it. Okay, get some over on the end. Okay. Whew. Okay. There, you just even it out as best you can, you know. And don't forget, you got in here your cottage cheese, your mozzarella, and your Parmesan, and the egg mixture, okay? Now we'll put some more meat sauce. just basically pushing everything around so that I can get it over across everything. Okay, now this one I'm just sporadically going to put some. I'm not going to use. Because this is the top now, okay? There we go. And it's not going to cover it completely, and that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to put our cheeses on top of this. For our rest of our Parmesan and the rest of the mozzarella. And what I'm probably going to do is, because you have to cover onion ready lasagna with a big piece of foil for the noodles to cook properly, I am not going to put on my cheese topping, which is, you know, the rest of this, until I cook my lasagna with the foil. Then, you know, 15-20 minutes before it's done cooking, I'll take the foil off, and then I'll put this on at the very end before we eat, because you don't want it to stick to your foil. And don't forget, the secret to cooking this properly is you have to put a little bit of fluid. If you don't have extra pasta sauce, take like a quarter cup of water and just pour it around the edge. Then put your foil on top. A little bit of water will absorb into the lasagna, but it'll ensure that your pieces cook properly. Use the rest of my stuff here. Spread it around. Okay. Now, I'm going to spread this out like that. And you know what? I've made lasagna, oh my goodness, more times than I can count. And it looks different at the end of every time I make it. It is never exactly the same. Sometimes you have noodles left over, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you have sauce left over, sometimes you don't. You just do the best that you can to make a nice meal for your family. Okay, and that's basically it. I mean, I'm just getting fussy foot here, but that's basically it. And like I said, I'm going to take, matter of fact, I can pour this in this container right now and mix the Parmesan with the mozzarella that's left, because this is going to go over top after I'm done putting foil over this and cooking it. And I'm not going to cook it until when my son's almost off the school bus today. Okay, but there you have it. Is let me do this in front of you so you know what I'm talking about. We're getting on my shirt. I'm going to use sauce because I have sauce, but if you need to use water, use water. But I'm going to put some of this around the edge, and it'll get down in there. See how I'm doing? It's a mess. It's not a clean job, people. Lasagna can be messy, so you're going to have some wiping up to do when you're done. But just go around it with something like sauce all the way around, and or, you know, like I said, water. And I'll just put some sauce on top because we like ours saucy anyway. And all of this, see all this moisture here? It's going to help cook it. It'll go down too as you cook it. It'll get absorbed. Because you know what pasta does? It absorbs. You ever go to eat spaghetti the next day and say, where's all the sauce? It absorbs it. And I'm going to get this flattened out too. But anyway, I wanted to show you what you can do for $15 that gets you 6 large rectangles of lasagna, whether you use half now, half later. And I thank you for watching. I appreciate you seeing how I do an economical lasagna. Have a great day.